ever feel like even after someone you love has died, there's still a way you can talk to them?
You want to talk to Debbie?
Yeah.
Ouija boards have become pretty famous in pop culture lately, mostly due to movies, and nearly everyone I know wants to play with one. But movies don't tell you the whole truth about Ouija boards. That's where I come in. The original boards were called talking boards, and advertised as oracles that could answer any questions you had. The Ouija boards weren't originally portrayed as a way to talk to all the creatures that plague our nightmares, but no one really knows for sure where they came from. They can be traced back to 19th century America, which is a time when spiritualism was really popular. During this time of spiritualism, it was actually pretty common for people to try and contact the dead. Mary Todd Lincoln literally used to have seances in the White House. In a seance, if people wanted specific answers, they would have to call out every letter in the alphabet and wait for a knock or some other sign when they hit the right letter. So I'm sure that got tiring pretty quickly. The Ouija board started being used as a way to sort of speed up this process so that people could get their answers faster. The Kennard Novelty Company was actually the first company to ever market and sell the boards. The name Ouija came about when the founders asked the board what they should call it, and it spelled out Ouija, which means good luck. In 1892, William Fuld was running the company after the original founders decided to retire. He died in 1927 after falling off the roof of his new factory, a factory that the Ouija board told him to build. Because of how they were marketed, Ouija boards became something for spiritualists and families alike to play with. Robert Murch, a Ouija historian, claims that they were so popular because they gave people something to believe in. They made it easier for people to believe in a life after death. In the 1920s, the boards grew in popularity, but pretty soon it wasn't just a game anymore. In 1921, a woman killed her mother and left the body in her house for 15 days because apparently a Ouija board told her to. In 1930, 2 women committed a murder that they also blamed on a Ouija board. 1973 marked a turning point for the boards. The Exorcist came out, and suddenly these talking boards were synonymous with evil. Horror writers and filmmakers alike had a field day incorporating this message board to hell into their stories. The boards were still pretty popular, but for the same reason that haunted houses are popular. This popularity has led to years of debate on how they work because a lot of people don't think it's spirits. This is where the ideomotor effect comes in. According to this effect, we can move objects like the planchette on the board without even realizing we're doing it. It has to do with our subconscious either knowing the answer or us really wanting a certain answer. Over the years, several rules for how to correctly play with a Ouija board have come about. Now, I don't plan on using a Ouija board anytime soon, but for those of you who do, here are 8 rules that you really need to keep in mind. Number 1, never use it alone. Number 2, never let the spirit count down or up the numbers or go through the alphabet. Number 3, if the planchette makes a figure 8, this implies that the spirit is probably evil. Number 4, never use it in your house, a graveyard, or where an awful death occurred. Number 5, don't upset the spirits. Number 6, never leave the planchette on the board when you're not playing. Number 7, never ask about God, when you're going to die, or where the gold is buried. Number 8, always say goodbye. Happy playing.
As friends we've gathered, hearts are true. Spirits near we call to you.